Red is good. Clock's ticking. All right, Kevin.
Come in.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Kevin McGarry-Schoof with Superloop. How are you?
How about you?
Doing well. Do you care if I take a seat?
That's fine.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Here is my business card. If you have any questions after this meeting, don't hesitate to email me or even give me a call on my cell phone. I'm always available.
All right, great. Thank you.
So, I know last week you met with your real estate attorney, and that's kind of how we got this meeting set up. How'd that meeting go?
It went okay. He didn't say a lot about the meeting. He did just say that you were asking for a lot of money. He didn't really say how much, just that it was a lot.
Okay, if it's okay with you, I'll hit on that in a little bit. I just want to ask you a little bit more questions about your needs and your goals for this upcoming year. Is that
sounds
okay?
Good.
Well, thank you again for taking the time to meet with me. I know you're super busy, so I really do appreciate it. Do we still have 15 minutes? Is that still okay for time?
We do.
Sounds great. So, Jeff, one of my favorite review websites is this website called CMAC. And last night, me and my girlfriend were on it, and we were looking for a restaurant. And I was like, you know what? I have a meeting tomorrow with Jeff. Let me check out his Mobile Mart station on University and Cimarron. And I wanted to just show you this. So you guys have a 5 out of 5 star rating, and that's congrats. I mean, that's amazing. You guys were considered one of the cleanest stores in Orlando, as well as being great with customer service. How do you do it?
Well, we just have our staff well trained and just keep them going in the right direction. We believe cleanliness attracts customers because nobody wants to go to a dirty food mart. I
agree 100%. Actually, one of Superloop's core aspects is cleanliness, and so we completely understand where you're coming from with that.
Oh, that's cool.
So I would like to ask you a couple questions today to kind of get to know your needs about your business and your goals for this upcoming year, and then give you a personalized presentation on what Superloop can offer from me for you. And if that all makes sense, we can make the necessary steps to become future partners. How's that sound?
Sounds good, but before you go into that, you just look really young. How am I sure that you even know what you're talking about?
A lot of my other clients have felt the exact same way, and I actually brought some references in today to kind of show you that. I understand how you feel, and other customers have felt the same way. But they found that after working with me, my drive and my motivation to kind of help my customers out the best way I can has really proved success in helping them find their goals and creating a really long-lasting term relationship, which I hope that I can make with you today. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome.
There's some good references, so I'll continue the meeting.
Go ahead to make any calls to them you'd like. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you.
Okay.
So, do you care if I take some notes throughout our meeting today? Is that okay?
That sounds good.
Awesome. How does the decision-making process work here at Florida Convenience Corporation?
At this place, I make the decision.
So no one else needs to be in on our meeting today?
No.
Okay, sounds good. So since you are the main decision maker, what are your 2 most important criteria for making a decision based off change?
Well, as of now, I have a need for just hassle-free, because I have a lot going on. I have a lot of daily decisions, so I don't need a lot of hassle. So I almost don't even know if this is a good time for me to go into anything. But I guess hassle-free, and I'm a little short-staffed.
Okay, so staff and hassle-free is something that you would really be looking for and to help you out with these next decisions on change. Yeah. So that's definitely something that we can talk about.
And not a super high price, obviously.
Okay, yeah, those are definitely some issues that we can take care of, and I hope that we can work that out. But before we really get started, just a couple more questions for you. Jeff, how long have you been in the convenience store business?
A pretty good while.
So I'm sure that you know this, but I was reading Bloomberg a couple days ago, and I saw that the oil industry since 2012 is really moving up, and since the economic impact of 2009, it's really improving. Have you seen these effects with your business, with the driving demand for global oil?
I have. I've had some problems with oil prices rising and dropping, the fluctuations. I'm really not a fan of the daily fluctuations, and then we've lost a little bit of business.
Okay, so have you, so you're not satisfied with the economic growth that you're seeing now, you're really looking to grow more economically?
We are.
And you guys currently have 12 locations, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Which one would you say is the most financially beneficial for the FCC?
I'm not sure at this point. They do pretty well. I think mine does pretty good, but I wouldn't say we're the best.
Okay, and that yours is the University in Cimarron one?
Yes.
How many customers do you think that store usually sees on a monthly basis?
I'm not really sure, actually, but
Any round numbers?
it just does okay.
Okay, well, that's definitely something that we can touch on soon. So with your Cimarron Mobile Mart, what are the, so let's say, two biggest goals you're really looking for to achieve in the next year?
Just to fix the staff issue and maybe get some business back, because those neighborhood Walmarts are opening all around, and they're kind of taking some of our like late night loyal clients away, so we're losing business to them.
Oh yeah, they're popping up all over the place. I completely understand where you're coming from with that. So would you say that that's one of the main challenges you have with achieving your goals?
Yeah, competition.
And do you want to change that? Do you really want to kind of put yourself back in the position to be the #1 store in your area?
I would like to become better, but like I said, I just have a lot of like daily things going on that make it hard to like venture into new opportunities.
I understand. Is there anything else important that would influence your decision-making process that we haven't already talked about?
Just like the real estate lawyer said, you were asking for a lot of money. That'd be a big thing. 'Cause price is everything.
Oh, I completely understand where you're coming from there. In just a second, I'll really hit on the price thing and show you kind of the different options for how we can get this done.
Okay.
So overall, it sounds like you're really looking for a hassle-free investment if you are going to make one. You're worried about staffing and competition as well as price. Is that correct?
Those are basically everything.
If I could show you a product that you wouldn't have to worry about staffing, you would have no hassle on your hands, that would help you defeat competition at a decent price, a very decent price, is that something you might be interested in?
I mean, I'm willing to listen.
Sounds good. So let me just show you tell you a little bit about us.
Excuse me. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? They raised prices again? Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Man, they raised gasoline prices again. That really kills us. I believe these like daily fluctuations are just really killer right now.
I understand where you're coming from. Would you be interested in maybe getting a little bit extra revenue in your daily business?
That'd be nice, considering they just raised prices and I'm losing money to Walmart.
Can I show you a way that we might be able to do that?
You can.
Awesome. So before I get into the numbers, if it's okay with you, I kind of want to tell you a little bit about us, just so you understand who Superloop is as a company and how we're really looking to benefit you as a partner.
Okay.
So we are an independently owned and operated oil change company. We have 40 stores and 10 franchises across 4 states. While we're known for our 10-minute oil change, I'm sure you've seen ads all over the place, we really do a wide variety of car washes, a lot of different oil changes, inspections, and things like that. But one of the things we really pride ourselves on, which I mentioned earlier, is our 5 essentials for success: speed, cleanliness, promotion, complete service, and a low price, which is something I know you're interested in.
Yep.
Now,
That's one of your stores?
yes, that's actually one of our newest stores. It's located in Tallahassee, and we're really looking to expand into the Orlando market.
Okay.
So just to show you something, I mean, you guys got rated as one of the cleanest stores in Orlando. We don't want an oil store coming in and you thinking that that's just going to be dirty. So I brought some pictures in from 2 of our shops. This is just to show you how clean we keep everything. We're a green company, so every drip of oil gets recycled. And so we really want to have an impact on the community and really give your community the sense that we're doing good for them as well.
Okay, that's good.
Do you agree with that?
I do.
So now this is where we really think that you guys would come in as FCC, or your company, excuse me. This is your mobile mart right now. You have a little bit of area on this back area, and we really think that adding a Superloop center to your land right here, as well as you can see from the aerial view, would help you increase profits while still driving customers to your store.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I mean, that sounds good if it can happen.
So, you mentioned earlier that price was a big goal for you.
Yeah.
Now let me just show you a couple different charts that I have here. Now we are asking, as your real estate attorney I'm sure has already told you, for 100,000 or 199,000. Okay, we understand
That is a lot of money.
That
That's
is
very high.
That's a very high
It's a
number.
very high investment.
So if it was just a normal investment, we'd be paying you rent for $3,000 a month, which would lead to $36,000 a year, which you get your money back in 5.5 years. However, this isn't everything, this isn't our normal store. This is a very high traffic store. So this is with increased traffic for you. So you would have a payback period of 3.6 years. Does that sound a little bit better?
Yes.
With this though, you're still paying the same amount up front. Your yearly rent is still going to be $36,000. But let's say most of our stores do, on average, our stores do 20 cars a day. While they're getting their oil change, say 10 of them decide to walk over and grab one of your delicious hot dogs. So they walk over to the Mobile Mart, they spend $5. That leads to $50 times 30 days. That's another $1,500 of revenue in your pocket just from increased traffic. How's that sound?
That's per month?
That's per month, which leads to 54 grand per year, which leads to 3.6 years. You'll get all your money back, and then you'll just be making money on top of that.
That's rent plus the additional revenue?
Yes.
Okay.
However, you said earlier you don't know if your company, if this store does well with traffic or poorly with traffic. Would you say that it's a busier store than others? Because I know
it's a busy area. There's a lot of colleges around and stuff.
To be honest with you, Superloop hasn't been in such a busy area before. So these are our estimated numbers due to some stuff that we've seen through Google and other mapping areas of what type of business we're looking at. So let's say that we do 20 cars at some of our other stores. Here, we're expecting to do 40 cars a day, which is going to lead to it's a little bit of a nicer area. You're going to have more spending, all those college kids coming over from Full Sail. Let's say they spend, I don't know, $200 a day extra you get in. It's $10 each. No one's going to go over there and just buy a hot dog. They're going to want a Slurpee as well, right?
Yeah, that's what we're known for.
So now you're looking at an extra $6,000 of revenue a month, which makes your yearly income with rent and increased traffic $108,000. Your return is 1.8 years.
That's not bad.
Is that a little bit more appealing? Does that make that number a little bit easier?
That's a little more appealing. That makes the $199 not look so bad.
Yeah.
That's still a high investment though.
It is a very high investment, and that's why we kind of want to help you out, because this is a Superloop refund program. So in the event, I'll just read this to you, in the event that the location is not successful on our terms, in 6 years we'll refund you 80% of your original capital investment. And so let's not think about that $199,000 price. Let's think about $40,000.
Okay.
Because that's really all that's on the line. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's not terrible. So who decides if it's successful? Do I decide?
The Superloop management decides. But that's not something that will keep you out of the loop on. But to be honest with you, I mean, I see this being the more realistic figure, and you'll know right away how successful it is.
Okay.
But another concern does this answer your price concerns?
It does. If yeah, that's good.
Now, one other concern that you had earlier was about you want hassle-free in staffing. Well, in this contract, which I do have right here, if we were to do this, you would get the asset of the building. We would build the building, hassle-free.
So we own it?
You would own it, yes.
Okay.
So you do get that asset as well as the rent. But we, as a company, would build the structure, we'd maintain the structure, we'd manage the business while staffing it, and advertising, all free of charge to you. So you give us the original investment, and then you just sit back and you don't have to worry about it. We'll still run the
So we just give you
business.
almost $200,000 and we don't do anything after that? We just make money?
You'll make the money. For rent, we'll be on you, we'll drive traffic into your store. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty good.
So, Jeff, after everything we've discussed today, I recommend that we start off with one store. Can we do business today?
Well, I was just wondering, because you have all these good facts and it seems like a really great idea. What's stopping me from just building a Superloop-like establishment on my property and just running it myself?
I understand, but Jeff, earlier you said that one of the things that you were having trouble with right now was staffing, and you have a lot of stuff on your plate. You want the hassle-free. We have 50 stores total. We're an established brand. We'll go in, we'll do the building and everything for you. You won't have to worry about anything. So it takes a lot of stress off your hands while still potentially earning that money back in under 2 years.
So still making money, but less hassle.
It's just easier work for you.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
That does. That was very good.
So, after everything we've talked about, is there anything else you're concerned with today?
No, I think that sounds good.
Would you be willing then to sign the contract in order to get this building going so we can start making money as soon as possible?
Yeah, I would actually. That sounds great. Sounds very good.
Well, thanks, Jeff. I want to assure you made a great decision today, and I look forward to doing business together and helping you reach your goals.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your proposal and helping me make more money.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
Just in time.
I leave that here.
Yeah. I threw everything at you.
Yeah, I'm super prepared.
Leave it there, we'll do it afterwards. Right in there, close the door.